Howdy and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about cutting some suckers off this tomato plant. Look at this sucker on this thing right here. I'm going to get this one off there. I already see 3 or 4 on here. We're going to cut this one off. Put it in some water. Let me get a hold of it. Put it in some water. This thing ought to grow. There's a free tomato plant. Let's see how many more we can get off this thing. Now, if we'd have left that on there, this limb would have rotted and it would start another scraggly limb hanging out the side of this bush. This thing will go wild looking. That'll eliminate that problem. I see a couple more down here. On this it might be hard to get to. See if we can get in here. This one right here. This right here is another sucker that's growing. You can see it. See down in there where I'm going to cut it at the base? There we go. Got it. There's another free tomato plant. I thought that I seen another third one. There's one right there. You see this one right here, how small it is. It'll be a while for it. I wait till it gets a lot bigger than that before I cut it. But here's one right here. Now it's going to be on the other side right here. You can see this one right here. See that limb right there is pushing it down. If it kept pushing it down, it's going to end up. This will just rot and fall off. It'll die, and this sucker will take over in place of it. But there we go. I'll cut it. That's another tomato plant. We grew one tomato plant and we ended up with about 4 or 5 right here already. So we're in good shape already. Look at all of there's 3 suckers right there we can grow in the tomato plants. Now I probably could just stick them in the ground. They'd just root, but I'm gonna root them in probably water or put them in a cup with soil. Now it'd be already established when I put them in the ground. Well, I broke that limb off. Broke that limb off. It'd be okay. It'll just callus over or grow another one on it. There's several other suckers here, but I'm just don't want to chop the whole plant up. We'll leave this one until it gets bigger. See what we can do with these few we got off. That's more than enough already. So I already got tomatoes coming up on it, a couple. Alright, now that we've cut those suckers off this tomato plant outside, we're going to put them up in these cups right here. This way, we put them in these clear cups. Now we can see how good the root system is on them, how well they're growing. So we're going to use these cups. We're just going to cut some holes in them. Just going to cut the bottom. We're just cutting a couple of little grooves on both sides, so it has some. So it has some water. Water can flow out, drain out the bottom, have these holes in it. Got 3 of them, so we'll have 3 of them to do. Usually I use a pair of scissors for this, but I can't find them. I'm going to end up cutting my finger off. So now got this done. Now I'm going to put a little bit of soil down inside these things. Got a bucket of soil right here. Just topsoil. I'm not going to put too much in it right now, just a little bit at the bottom. And all three of them. Then we'll bury the tomato plants in there. Now I'm not going to pull none of the limbs off this, take it apart. I'm just going to leave it as is. All these fine hairs will just turn the roots as long as it's moist. So this thing will be well established. It'll have a strong root system. We're just going to stick it. We're not going to use no rooting hormone. I'm just going to use it as it is. It'll root fine just like this. Now all you have to do is put it in here and put the soil around it, pack it down. Now put a little bit more. Now this thing, I'll be well rooted within a couple of weeks. I'll be doing good. I'm going to do these other two. The other two are a little bit smaller, but it don't really matter. Now this one we're going to have to, well, the limbs are stuck. Now this one's going to have to pull the limbs off it. Be fine, they'll root too. Down in the soil, where I pull the leaves off of it, have holes, places to root. So we'll stick it down in there, and we'll do the same with this one. It has a little bit of bend to it. Be fine. Straighten it up. Now all of these, this is just a better way to have fruit. Well, take this limb off here, off this one, from the bottom. We should have a lot of, this ought to last us all the way up in November now for tomatoes, just with these 3 extra plants. All the way till it starts to get cold around here, sometime in November, maybe. Now, just water these in. Let's use this little bit of water I had. Water these in. And using a clear cup, you can also see how the moisture inside of it, how moist it is on these. So keep them moist a little bit, let them root. I'm not going to put no fertilizer on them right now. You don't need it. You're not trying to grow them. We're just trying to root them. So in a couple of weeks, they should have some good roots coming out. You'll see them all coming out the bottom down here. Should be coming all down the side. You can see good through this cup now. So this will work out great. You'll know how well it's rooted. It should just come out as a plug, all in one big piece. Just put it in the ground. So, alright, I guess that's it for this video. Leave a comment below what you think about doing it this way, and like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.